Hi everyone, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to talk about Microsoft Excel. In the previous video I gave some introduction to Microsoft Excel, so we got to know about some general knowledge of Microsoft Excel. So for today, in the previous video also I spoke about that Microsoft Excel can be used for collecting data. Then the second thing I spoke about Microsoft Excel can be used for making reports. In the previous video, I spoke about I made some little data, so I showed you how to make some data. So for this case, yeah, I'm going to talk about like how to make a report card using Microsoft Excel. So here, this our data, like I've collected our data, like people have done, these people here, they have done their end of term exams, and then I was supposed to make their report cards. So from here, you can see so in this data here, we have a lot of things. We have a lot of functions we can do. The first function we can get the highest mark. Then the second thing we can get the lowest mark or for each of these subjects here. So let me start it over with getting what? Highest mark. Highest mark. Then we are supposed to get also the lowest mark. So those are the two things that we want to get. So we are supposed to get the highest mark. So getting highest mark, you come here, then press equal sign. After pressing the equal sign, so highest mark, that's the maximum. So you get marks, you double click. After double clicking, you come and highlight because I want to get the highest mark for English. I cannot highlight going this side here because this is English, math, social studies, and then science. Okay, we can also get what? Highest mark that I ever somewhere that's good. So that's when I will highlight from here after that, after this side here. And then I'll have to put the highest mark this side here, and this demarcation I have to put it this side. But since I want to get the highest mark in the English, like in this subject, English, so I'll have to highlight. I start highlighting from this first one, and then I highlight, I go home, I up to there, and then I close. I close my what? I close my bracket and then I press enter. So you can see that what our highest mark for English is just reflected here, and you can see from here manually you can see that what it's indeed 84. So from here, I'm supposed to get the highest mark for math, so studies and then science. But to save our time, I cannot go on getting the highest mark for English alone. I come and get the highest mark for math alone. Okay, it can work, but it's waste our time. And so for you not to waste a lot of time, you just come here, like as you can see this active cell here. As you move towards the edge here, then this cursor here changes that specific type of arrow. You just right click and then you drag from there up to inside. So after dragging it, you see it does automatic fill. So you can see like math, our highest mark is 98. Social studies, our highest mark is 69. Then science, our highest mark is 7. Now we also supposed to get our lowest mark. For our lowest mark, we press equal sign, and then we have instead of maximum like we have used for the previous, for getting the highest mark, we are going to use minimum because lowest is minimum. So it's minimum. So you double click. After double clicking, you highlight again, just like we have done for lowest mark. For highest mark, then you press enter. So we get our lowest mark here is 30. We again drag the same way, so like this. So we find out that we have our lowest mark and then highest mark. So we're done with that. Now we are supposed to get totals because we are going to get positions for this one, but we can get positions based on either average or total. But now I want to use total to get our position, give position. So I'm going to get total. So total, with total, you press equal sign. After getting equal sign, because total, that is you're going to sum them up. So you get summation, double click, and then we are going to sums from English, math, and also social studies. So we highlight going this side. So after finishing it up, we close the bracket and then press enter. Now we do autofill again from there after here. So we shall get like these are the totals. Total for these different people now. Uh, after getting our total, we are going to rank. So let me say we're going to get position. So getting position, we use the function called rank. So ranking, we have to put equal sign, then you say rank. I want to do ranking. So ranking, what do you want to use like for your ranking? So I want to use total marks. So you put that and then you press comma, you have our comma. So we are going to put our reference. By putting our reference, okay, we are going to put our reference. So for reference, we're starting from here up to there. So we put our, yes, but then we are supposed to enter dollar signs. So we are going to put our dollar signs here. So we have our dollar signs here. That's the first. And then we put again our dollar sign there. No, that's the one. So we have our dollar sign there. Then we have our dollar sign there. So we're done with putting our dollar sign, then order. So we get for order, it's either what? It's either ascending or ascending. So I can just close it up and then I say enter. So you can see from here it's deflated. So I just do autofill. Now you can see. So our highest is 250 as you can see here, and then it's given number 1. Now the second highest here it's 246. 246 is the second highest, and then it's given number 2. So then 235 is our third. Then you can see here it's what? It's number 3. So we can do the thing here without putting a dollar signs, but then we shall get problems where marks always match. So if marks always match, that's where our dollar signs always apply. If that dollar sign comes in, so that means that if there are two people that are in the same position, that means the next position, like if two, like for example, if we had 250, if Bear Melinda had got 250, then Aloy Cynthia also has got 250. So these two people will be getting, all of them, they will be ranked as number one. But if without the dollar sign, that means we are going to be having number 2 again somewhere, while these two already are what? Number one. But if the dollar sign is there, that means the position number 2 will be skipped and then we go up to what? Position number 3. So that's the importance of our dollar sign. So that's basically with getting position and then getting highest mark and then lowest mark. But there are a lot of functions that we can use, but that's basically what we need for today. So thanks you for watching my video, and then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends. Thanks.